Turkey is a country where history, culture, and geography collide in extraordinary ways. Sitting between Europe and Asia, it has been home to some of the world's most influential civilizations, from the Greeks and Romans to the Byzantines and Ottomans. Today, it's one of the most visited countries on the planet, welcoming over 49 million travelers every year. Visitors come for the incredible diversity, the bustling streets of Istanbul, the turquoise beaches along the Mediterranean, the surreal rock formations of Cappadocia, and the ancient ruins scattered along the Aegean coast. But despite its popularity, many travelers still ask an important question before visiting. Is Turkey safe to travel to? Overall safety in Turkey. Turkey is generally considered a medium-risk travel destination. In major tourist areas, safety conditions are similar to many other international travel hotspots. However, some regions of the country experience political tensions or security concerns. Cities that attract most tourists, such as Istanbul, Antalya, Bodrum, Marmaris, and Izmir, are considered relatively safe when travelers follow normal precautions. Problems are more likely to occur in areas near the Syrian, Iraqi, or Iranian borders, which are far from the country's main tourism regions. Because of this contrast, travel advisories often categorize Turkey as safe and popular destinations, but caution travelers about specific southeastern areas. Pickpocketing and petty crime. Like many popular tourist destinations, Turkey does experience petty theft, especially in crowded places. Busy markets, public transportation, and large tourist attractions can attract pickpockets looking for distracted visitors. Places such as Istanbul's Grand Bazaar or crowded tram stations are common locations where theft can occur. Fortunately, the overall risk is considered low to moderate. Simple precautions can make a big difference. Keep bags zipped and close to your body. Avoid displaying expensive phones or jewelry. Stay aware of your surroundings in crowded areas. Many theft attempts rely on distraction techniques, such as someone engaging you in conversation while an accomplice targets your belongings. Transportation safety. Transportation throughout Turkey is generally safe and widely available. The country has an extensive network of buses, trains, domestic flights, and shared taxis known as dolmuş. Tourist cities have reliable taxi services, and public transportation is commonly used by locals and visitors alike. However, travelers should research transport options before their trip and use licensed taxis or trusted ride services whenever possible. Booking transportation through hotels or registered tour companies can also reduce potential risks. Violent crime and mugging. Violent crime against tourists in Turkey is relatively rare. Most visitors travel throughout the country without experiencing serious safety issues. However, basic precautions are still recommended, especially at night. Avoid walking alone in poorly lit areas, limit alcohol consumption in unfamiliar places, and be cautious when interacting with strangers who seem overly friendly. Staying in well-populated areas and traveling with companions can further reduce risk. Terrorism risk. One reason Turkey receives a medium safety rating is the potential risk of terrorism. Major cities have experienced incidents in the past, although authorities maintain a strong security presence and strict counter-terrorism measures. Tourists visiting popular destinations are unlikely to encounter problems, but travelers should remain aware of their surroundings in busy public places. Avoiding large demonstrations or political protests is strongly advised, as these situations can escalate quickly. Natural disaster risks. Turkey is located in an earthquake-prone region, which means seismic activity is the country's primary natural hazard. Major earthquakes are unpredictable but relatively infrequent. Travelers staying in hotels should familiarize themselves with evacuation routes and emergency procedures in case of an earthquake. Aside from seismic risks, the country generally experiences a pleasant climate. Coastal regions are warm and sunny, while central areas can become cold during winter. Safety for women travelers. Turkey is generally safe for women traveling alone, especially in major tourist cities. However, cultural expectations may vary depending on the region. In conservative areas, dressing modestly and respecting local customs can help avoid unwanted attention. Women traveling alone should avoid isolated streets at night and consider traveling in mixed groups when possible. Many solo female travelers visit Turkey each year without any safety problems. Drinking water and health safety. Tap water in many Turkish cities is technically safe to drink, but most locals and visitors prefer bottled water due to taste and mineral content. Bottled water is inexpensive and widely available. Travelers should also consider purchasing travel insurance, which can cover medical emergencies, lost luggage, and unexpected travel disruptions. Safest places to visit. Several Turkish cities are known for being particularly safe and welcoming to tourists. Istanbul is the country's cultural heart. offering famous landmarks such as Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and Topkapi Palace. Antalya combines beautiful beaches with historic sites like Hadrian's Gate and the ancient Aspendos Theater. Bodrum is famous for its marina, nightlife, and the impressive Bodrum Castle. Izmir offers a relaxed coastal atmosphere and access to nearby historical sites like the ancient city of Ephesus. Marmaris attracts visitors with its scenic marina, beaches, and nearby natural attractions. These cities have well-developed tourism industries and strong security presence. Final thoughts. How safe is Turkey? Turkey is one of the most visited countries in the world, and millions of travelers explore its cities, beaches, and historical sites every year without any issues. Popular tourist destinations such as Istanbul, Antalya, Bodrum, and Izmir are generally safe as long as visitors follow standard travel precautions. The country's main safety concerns involve political tensions in specific border regions, occasional scams, and the risk of petty theft in crowded areas. By avoiding high-risk regions, staying aware of your surroundings, and respecting local customs, travelers can safely enjoy everything Turkey has to offer. Now, if you enjoyed this safety report and want more travel guides and destination insights, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more travel content.